Richard, congratulations. You've just won your round 12 game against Liren. It looked like an interesting opening. Let's start there. I know you're again not so satisfied, but tell us a bit about what happened in the opening.
Oh yeah, he played Sicilian. I didn't expect him to do so. We usually play e4, e5, at least in our previous games. So I went for queen takes d4 yet again, but now a different setup, because I went for this ancient line with bishop b5, bishop takes e6, which I think is pretty bad for white. And then he reacted, I think, very principled. We reached this endgame, which was more or less fine, I guess. And then strange things started to happen when he went I went knight h2, and he went knight d7, which I think is okay. It's very ambitious. Let's put it this way. I'm not sure if it's objectively that good, but I clearly didn't manage to find something principled there. And then he played f5, and okay, I played f3. Knight fe3 was an interesting option, but I couldn't make it work. So I played f3, and then he went fe, which I thought is reasonably safe. But then, for some reason, I played the next like 4 or 5 moves without being really present. And I spent also a lot of time on that, so I don't know what was going on there. So I played this move like knight g3, knight f5, and then I had to retreat to g3 because e4 was under attack. So my position is very solid because it's an endgame and the structure is kind of fixed. But I mean, still I lost like to tempi at least, so it didn't really help. Then for some point, until some moment, I felt like I am more or less playing to hang in there. And then afterwards, time trouble came for both of us, and he broke with d5. I think he missed bishop b4 idea to trade bishops. And then in the very, like, around move 40ish, I think it was when he played g5. I think he had many other moves which were easier, like king e6 and g6, both are fine. But g5 rook h2 is very tricky. I thought it's a good practical chance because we are both short on time. And I had this trick calculated, which, I mean, maybe I missed something, but my idea was exactly what happened in the game. Knight g4 check, and it's a very strange tactic, but I end up picking up an exchange, and basically it's game over after that.
But a very nice tactic, at least, to finish the game.
Well, it's more like some coffee house trickery than a nice tactic. I mean, it was, but okay, it's a very long tournament, so such things can happen. Yeah.
I was just gonna ask you. You mentioned, that moment where you started making inexplicable moves. Do you think it's mostly down to just tiredness?
Well, I hope so. I mean, I don't know. I go to bed at night saying this to myself is due to fatigue, but maybe it's just lack of class. I don't know.
I wouldn't say that for sure. The second half of the tournament has gone really well for you. You're now back on +1. I know there's still one game to go, but how do you reflect on, let's say, the last week?
Yeah, well, you get used to playing Wijk, and this is not my first time here, so it's always having full of ups and downs. For me, for some reason, in the beginning, it's always down. But okay, it's not easy to play such tournaments with having a minus score. And because everyone is getting more and more ambitious, but of course if you're let's say ready, I mean chess-wise and mentally, then you can get chances because of this. So I feel like that's what happened. Even today I feel like normally the game should have ended in a draw, but I played so badly that probably Liren thought there is chances here, which I don't blame him for.
Richard, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, and congrats and good luck for tomorrow.
Thanks.